executive producer Azariah Milan Cartagena. Job well done. On her way to tutoring. What's good, y'all? Dr. Fauci yesterday, huh? I told you we had a big show. Big show. You thought I was playing. Now listen. I am a journalist. I do journalism. So now you got to understand. Everybody comes on this platform. Do I agree with every single word every single guest says? Absolutely not. But I have to bring you the very best, most qualified guests on the planet Earth. And we're not paid for. Nobody can control our emotions. We're our own boss. So yesterday we had Dr. Fauci on there. My view of Dr. Fauci might be very different than yours. Obviously, people, they're trying to kill us with the vaccine. They this, that. I tell you every day how I feel, but I never tell you to feel like that. I never once try to convince you, other than telling you, hey, we got to vote. You got to vote. Don't talk shit every day in the barbershop, on the block, this, that, at your job, and don't vote. And so the only way, no, I don't speak French. So the only way we can get this attorney general back in Kentucky is by voting them out when the time comes. I just bring the guests on here so that my people who I represent to follow the show. By the way, this is the biggest show in the game. I don't care what you heard. Nobody's close. We smoking everybody. We smoking everybody. There is nobody close. It's not even a competition. And we're informative. Some people, they doing this, it is what it is. Bro, we try to tell you about health. We try to tell you about voting. We tell you about everything. Roe Parish on the check-in. Yes, I believe voting makes a difference. That's why I vote all the time. People got killed, murdered, beat up, so we can have the right to vote. But you know what happens is, and I'm not mad at people. I'm not mad at people being mad at the system. But you got to realize, you have to realize that if voting wasn't important, there wouldn't be so much voting suppression and different tricks going on so that we ain't able to vote. There's got to be a reason why. Roe Parish said, hoopers vote. Everybody needs to vote. And I'm tired of people who wonder, why is our community fucked up? Why we don't have no health, no great health? Why we don't got no jobs? Why is our schools messed up? And then it'd be the same guys who got some ghetto degree to themselves. It'd be the same guys who got some ghetto degrees of they're extremely smart, that they know that the vaccine don't work. When we're born, they give us a vaccine. Measles, chicken pox, all that. We always had vaccines. If you don't like that I'm talking about people got to vote, you could get off. You could get off the live. See, here it is a community. And we talk about stuff we agree with and stuff we disagree with. So you guys need to vote. No matter who you vote for. I can't tell you who to vote for. Ciroc, a much finer vodka. So I'm here shooting this shit with you. Shout out to Dr. Fauci for coming on the big show. Let me explain something to you. Somebody said, Joe, you scared of the corona? By the way, I ain't never scared. I tell you, yo, it's a scary time. Let's cheer up, because I got people out there that want to hear, encouragement and inspiration. But you got me fucked up if you think I'm ever scared. Not Joe Crack, bro. And so I joke with you and tell you a little bit of this and that. You don't get me misconstrued in any way, shape, or form. Exactly, respect the science. And I don't understand, man, because this is a hip-hop show, but every time I try to talk about something educational, you guys get ignorant. I got a phone call today from, what's the rapper dude? He had the one song with what? Designer. And I don't know if you know Designer. I met him before. Great guy. I don't know what the fuck he's saying whenever I talk to him. You know his songs? In real life, it's the same shit. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. But today, I knew what he was saying. Yo, man, come on, OG, don't sell out. You got Dr. Fauci on there. He's trying to kill us. Yo, I'm like, what the fuck? Designer, no. He knows something I don't know. I don't even fucking understand this guy. Oh my God. It's like, yo, OG, this, that. I'm like, it's the first time I understood the guy. And guess what? Everybody got their opinion. Some people say, OG, I'm not taking the vaccine. Fine for you. I'm not selling it to you or nothing like that. I definitely am going to take the vaccine. Just me. I've been telling you that before Anthony Fauci or anybody came on this show. I've been telling you that. And so we were honored to have him yesterday. The man saved over 14 to 15 million. Think about this. I tell you all the time, and you don't believe me. There's some family members of yours that wouldn't give you a glass of water in the desert. Be real. Stop lying to yourself. You got a brother or cousin or aunt that wouldn't give you a glass of water in the desert. And that's you. So imagine a man who was part of creating a treatment for HIV/AIDS that saved 15 million lives. You know what's 15 million lives? Have some respect. Now I understand. I'm not crazy. I know history of America. since the Indians, with the chicken pox, with the blankets, that's Tuskegee. I know down in Brazil or Venezuela, I'm not crazy, bro. There is a skeptical about it, but I believe in science, and I would have to believe that in 2020 we can do better than that. It's just me, Joe Crack the God. And you shouldn't be listening to me anyway about what you're going to do. Guests on here, and we talk about the shit that's going on every day. These other hip-hop shows, they're not doing that. They wouldn't even know how to touch it. Or touch the subject. Or too scared. Politically, they don't know what to say. Or this. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I go with the science. And so, tonight's guest, because you're so spoiled. You guys are so spoiled. I'm going to be honest with you. You guys are so spoiled. I might have to stop the show for like a month straight. I might have to stop the show for a month straight. Just to make you guys appreciate me. Six months straight bringing you the biggest in the game. The first you heard of anything. Because I'm never appreciated for shit. Don't do the vaccine. I am doing the vaccine. You do what you want. Yo, Trey. Trey says, nah, we got a bag to get. Keep it going. But being that you guys are so spoiled, tonight's guest is amazing. Got a guest coming up here, hasn't been heard of in two years, haven't spoken a word. Everybody wants him. Everybody wants to know. And so we just keep bringing you the biggest in the game. And we talk that shit. Shit free on your phone, put it on, click it. Oh, he got the, oh, really? Fauci tonight, who's going to have tomorrow? This shit ain't easy, man. That's why no one else does it. That's why no one else does it. No one else can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, one of the biggest guests on the globe, the one and only Juelz Santana, Dipset's home. Yeah. Juelz Santana, what's up, baby?
Hey, Joe, what up, baby?
Whoa!
My God.
The first thing we can see is that the teeth look beautiful. That's,
man.
Yo, Juelz, your shit lined up right now, boy.
Oh, man, what's up with you, baby?
Yo, man, I keep, while I'm going with you, I keep hearing the line that I'm the skinny nigga, this and that. But what's that line, Juelz, that you said? What was it on the joint with you and Chris Brown?
Which line, though?
You said something about the skinny, I'm from where the skinny, damn.
I'm from where the skinny
man.
niggas ride.
I'm from where the skinny niggas ride. Yo,
Oh yeah,
I was like,
that was the Dipset anthem. Yeah, that was a classic right there.
jeez.
That
Juelz
was a classic
Santana,
right there.
thank you for being on the big show.
You know I gotta
I've
fuck with
been
you, Vegas.
I've been chasing you down. Know what I'm saying? I know everybody in the world wants you every show,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
came to the realest one.
You know I had to tap in with an OG, somebody that always showed me love since day one. You know what I mean? Somebody that always supported me. Every time I see you, it's genuine, man. So you know,
You know,
it's
when
all.
I first heard you, I seen you on a video, something just freestyling. And I came up to you and I was like, yo, I want to sign you. I don't know if you remember that.
You did. I do remember that. I do.
And you was like, yo, I got to deal with Cam
With
already.
Cam, yeah, I was like, yo, I'm fucking with Cam. But believe me, you know what I'm saying? If it would have been a time where that wasn't the case, I would have definitely, you know what I mean, hopped on that ASAP. You know what I'm saying? ASAP, for real. But you
Hey, yo,
know,
Juelz, man, you home? How's the family?
oh man, it's beautiful. I'm blessed, and you know what I mean. Just to be home with my family. You know what I mean, the family's great. You know what I mean, my wife, my kids, my brother, twin, my mother, everybody. You know what I'm saying. So you know,
Shout
I'm
out,
just happy to
twin.
be home, making up for some lost time. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right. You know, the most precious thing in the world is time.
Yeah, and you can't get it back. You know what I'm saying.
Can't get it back. There ain't no do-overs. I tell them that all the time. You can never get the time back.
You
You
can't.
know what I'm
You can't.
saying?
You
And so,
definitely can't.
Juelz, so you go to this airport, right? Because I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to figure out how this happened. You go to the airport, you forgot you had the hammer in the bag?
Pretty much. You want me to just tell you to give up the
Yeah, we
story?
talking. Yeah.
All right. So, of course, that's what happened. A lot of people, for one, you know, I was hearing a lot of when it first happened, like, Juelz is stupid. Why would he bring a gun to the airport? And my thought is like this, but you know, the internet is the internet. I'm like, y'all more stupider than me for thinking that I would literally try to bring a gun to the airport. At least have enough sense to say something went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, I know he didn't really legitimately try to go and, you know what I'm saying, take a gun on the airport, which I didn't.
No,
So
when you was high or something, Juelz, what? Or you
no,
just
it
forgot you
wasn't
had
even
it in
that. Look,
that bag?
I'm gonna give you the rundown. I'm gonna try to make it as brief as possible. So at the end
No,
of the day,
I mean, we want to know now. You got time. You got a couple of minutes. You break
all
it
right.
down on us because this is a
So
joke for a
listen,
moment.
Joe.
Don't nobody know what you about to say.
Yeah, nah, you're right. It's the first time I'm telling this story.
That's right.
I had a video shoot with some dudes that paid me some money. You know what I'm saying? They cool. My man, shout out to my man Sin City, right? I don't even think he know this story. My man Sin City, I had a video shoot with this dude he was working with named Young Mello, right? So, you know, I mean, Sin City and Mello's my man, but you know how video shoots are, Joe. We've been on many a video. You know, they get crazy. A lot of guys come from different areas. The video shoot was in Queens. I got a lot of guys in Queens now. You know, a lot of my people in Queens, but a lot of them wasn't around, and I was going late. It was last minute, so I said I'm gonna go to this video shoot. I take the little joint with me, just for always just for safety. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Latinos, we
trying to
call
hurt
that a
nobody.
tate quieto. That's just a tate quieto.
Yeah, we ain't
You know,
trying to
just
hurt
a tan
nobody.
tan, back up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to get
This
them
is
off.
not too overpowering.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get them
back
off.
them up off you. Oh, yeah,
So
okay,
listen.
continue.
So I go up there. I had one of the resellers, the dudes that be reselling stuff. He said he had a hoodie for me and he had some Supreme bags for me. So I'm like, all right, cool. I took a couple pair of jeans and I said, I'm going to wear a Supreme hoodie in a video. That's my deal, right? I head up to the joint. I get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, joint in my pocket or whatever the case may be. I'm about to shoot the video. I see everything is copacetic. It ain't really nothing for me to worry about. Ain't no extra people there that I'm feeling uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm changing my clothes, I throw the joint in a brand new Supreme bag that I just caught from the dude that brought me the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm on set from like 9 o'clock to like 4 in the morning. So even myself, I had already forgot I threw the joint in the bag. I done rolled back to the crib, everything. Go back to the house, put my bags down. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I got a flight to go to LA the next morning. You know what I'm saying? Because I had 2 shows booked in LA, one that Saturday and one that Sunday. I was flying out Friday. So my man Black Adon, he's from the Bronx. I don't know if you know Black Adon.
I know him. Of course I know Black.
Yeah, he had already flew out. You know what I'm saying? And I had missed my flight. So he had already flew out. So I rebooked my flight. Make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? I go to sleep for a little while in the crib. My brother twin rebooked my flight for me. It's time to go. I done totally forgot about the night before, everything. I grabbed the Supreme bag, you know what I'm saying? Which I never even knew, not never knew, but I didn't remember that I even threw the situation in the bag. You understand what I'm saying? So now I packed some clothes. I grabbed the book bag, grabbed the duffel bag. I make my way to Newark Airport. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm going there freely, like without a care in the world. I'm just trying to get on my flight. You know, I'm going through TSA. I put my bags through security. You know what I mean? They holding my bag. No, they let it go through. It actually,
so you put it through the real luggage, through the luggage that go on the plane, or you had it like TSA when they searched the duffel bag?
Nah. I sent it through the scanner thing. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, just for everybody's listening, that's not even in my mind that it's something. I'm used to having sodas in the bag, you know, because I like Fanta sodas. So they don't sell those in the airport, the pineapple ones. So I would always carry a soda, and I would always forget I had a soda in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So they got my bags now, go through security. It went through. So they about to check it. The dude from Newark Airport, he know me. He about to check the bag. You know what I'm saying? So somebody called him from the screening point where the screen is at and said, "Nah, we got to run it through again." I'm like, "All right, go ahead, hurry up. I'm about to miss my flight." I'm standing there just chilling, not even caring or thinking about nothing. Now it's sitting there through the screen. They just got it sitting there. I see he calling people over to look at the screen, For those who know, when they fly you, that's that screen right there. You know what I'm saying? So I tell one of the girls that I know me, I'm like, no, a girl walks up to me like, "Yo, Juelz." She said, "What's in your bag?" I'm like, "Ain't nothing in my bag." "What you mean what's in my bag?" You know what I'm saying? So I said, "Can you just search it? Just search the bag and let me go. I'm about to miss my flight." She go back over there. Now it's like a lot of the TSA people just crowding around the screen. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, it still hasn't clicked.
You don't know what's in there. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Juelz. They actually felt bad. They were like, "Damn, Juelz about to go down," because they trying their best to. They hope it ain't the hammer.
Yeah.
Now, they swear they hope it ain't the hammer. They looking like shit. They wish they could be like, "Yo, Juelz, grab the bag, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, and you know, they can't fully see. They just see like an outline on that screen. You know what I'm saying? And it was a small joint, so it wasn't like my bag was extra heavy. So that's why I didn't even really remember or notice it when I picked up the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, make a long story short, I had a warrant for a traffic ticket that I was supposed to handle in New Jersey. So I was going to come handle the warrant next week after I got back from my show. It's a little bullshit. I just ain't appearing in court. You know what I'm saying? So you know how Jersey do. They put a warrant on you fast. You know what I'm saying? So the girl come back to me like, "Yo, Juelz, what is in your bag?" I said, "I don't know. Just search it." She said, "They ain't going to let me search your bag. They said higher authorities got to come and search your bag." So I'm like, "Who's higher authorities?" She said,
"Let me ask you something, Juelz. When the girl kept telling you that, was there enough time for you to grab the bag?"
No, because the bag is inside the little tunnel thing on the screen.
It's a done deal.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a done deal already.
In the tunnel, and I'm like in the back, kind of like I'm through security already. I'm clear. The bag is just not clear. You understand what I'm saying? So she's like, "Higher authorities got to search your bag." She told me that's the police. The warrant thing clicked in. I'm like, "Oh shit, they gonna lock me up for the weekend." You understand what I'm saying? So I still hasn't clicked to me that something crazy like the joint is in my bag. You know what I'm saying? So one of the TSA dudes is walking behind me. One of them that's in the actual, I mean, airport already. I'm like, yo, my man, how you get up out of here? Like, what's the way back out? So they still haven't retrieved the gun, so they.
Well, you just thinking it's a traffic ticket.
No, I had a traffic ticket.
You thinking it's the warrant popped up? They trying to grab you for that?
No, but I knew when she said higher authorities had to check my bag, they was going to run my name and see who I was. I still didn't think it was. I wasn't thinking about the burner. The burner still ain't even. I mean, click in my brain that what I'm thinking it's a soda. I'm like, check my bag and let me go. But what scared me was the fact that I had the warrant and they said higher authorities was going to search your bag. So I'm like, they're going to lock me up for the weekend. So I asked the dude, yo, how you get out of here? He said, go that way. I literally walked. Everybody was laughing. Yo, Juelz ran out the airport. He had one shoe on and this, that, you know how they scramble the story all crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I walked out the airport. I literally walked out the airport. In my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm going to send my brother Twin to go get my bags. Mind you, I left my jewelry in there. I left my rollie in there, the Sky Dweller. I had about 12 bands in there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm going to send my brother back to get my bag. I flag a cab down because the car, my peoples that drove me to the airport had already peeled off. And my phone was in the thing with my bag. So I didn't have no phone. I get in the cab. I hear on Hot 97. On Hot 97.
It just happened. You just got in the car
to
break out.
Yeah. And my crib is like an hour away. So getting close to my crib, they like, yo, I hear on Hot 97, it said, yo, rapper Juelz Santana flees Newark Airport after a firearm was retrieved from his bag. I said, what? What no firearm retrieved from my bag? I'm like, but now I start thinking. You know what I'm saying? Then I think about the night before. I'm like, nah, I ain't put it in that bag.
So, Juelz, this hits you, right?
Yeah.
This hits you. You hear it on the radio. You know it's a mandatory minimum for the gun in Jersey. You say it to yourself.
And I was a convicted felon. And I'm a convicted felon.
So you know you're going to jail. Not just overnight, get bailed. You know you got to do, at that point, you know, oh shit, I got to sit up.
Yo,
like right there at that moment, you know.
To an extent, but I still don't want to. Now I'm in denial because I don't want to believe that was in my bag. So I'm waiting till I get to the crib and I start looking around for the situation. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, I can't find. I'm like, oh shit. Then I remembered. I'm like, that video shoot the night before. I said it was in that fucking bag. My wife is not.
This was definitely the worst feeling ever. You're looking at the walls in the house. You're looking all over. You said, God damn.
And I don't got my phone, so I can't really see nothing, right? So I had to go get my daughter's iPad because my wife and everybody was out. My wife had took the kids ice skating or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I mean? I hit my wife from my daughter's iPad, and I'm like, yo, baby, call me. She's like, what the fuck is going on? She sends something that somebody sent her to her phone about the situation. What is this? I'm like, I don't know. Just come home. Just come home. Hour later, she comes home. She gets there. She's like, LeBron, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm like, babe, I don't know. I don't know how I let this shit happen. I don't know how this shit happened. She's going crazy. So that night, I knew they was coming to my crib. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I know they coming to my crib. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't really want to leave right that fast. So I told, I got a basement. My basement, that's my man cave. I got the whole basement done, studio, movie theater, everything in the basement. You know what I'm saying? So I say, listen, bring all the kids downstairs. We're going to cut off all the lights in the house. So just in case they do come, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody here.
Yeah, they might not think, and they might not go so hard. And that's exactly what happened because they came because I got the cameras all around my crib. You understand what I'm saying? So I seen them come. Because I'm looking out. I seen them come. They knocking on the door, but they didn't go as hard because I guess they felt like nobody was in the house.
Was they deep at the house, or they came three deep?
It was about 5 of them. It was about 5 of them. Then
so you gave yourself up at that point, or you acted like you wasn't home?
No, I played like I wasn't home. So the next day, you know what I'm saying? The next day, I went to my man crib and chilled out with him. Called my lawyer because I wanted to, you know what I mean, get myself to surrender. Mind you, this was a weekend. My lawyer said, okay, you're going to surrender Monday. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell him that you're going to surrender Monday. Just be ready to surrender Monday. And Monday came. I turned myself in. I did 23 days at first because with the feds, you can't just bail right out. In Jersey, you can't just bail right out no more anyway. Jersey used to be sweet. You used to could bail out with the money you got in your pocket. You understand what I'm saying? Then they changed that. Now it's like a point system. And then once the feds picked up the case, with the feds, you got to have a bail package. So you got to get a bail package together. It's not just about money. You got to put the property up. You got to do all that. So I spent 20 days.
You need your cosigns.
Yeah, you need
So this was a Fed case? This wasn't a state?
It was the state case, and the feds picked it up because I guess it was the airport. And airport, once it's the airport, is you know, quote unquote.
So when you did your time, you did it in the feds.
Yeah, I did my time in the feds in Petersburg in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I did that. Make a long story, finish that story. I did the 23 days. They accepted my bail package after the 23 days. I got out. I was on house arrest for about 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Going through that. Then, you know, they hit me with 27 months in federal prison, which I'm not going to lie. In my case, I can't even be mad at the judge. You know, the prosecutor, she was trying to paint me out like the illest nigga in the world. Like I buy myself out of every trouble. This is why he's never been to jail, because he always buys himself out of trouble. He has money. He can't be on the streets. She was trying to fry me. You know what I'm saying? The judge, you know, I had over thousands of letters, people that wrote for me, you know what I'm saying, to the judge. The judge, I guess he just saw, he's like, yo, I see you're an artist. I mean, you have a bright career. You out there doing something. I was doing a lot of positive stuff, going to talking at schools and stuff. Make a long story short, the feds is about guidelines. Me, my charge, I was supposed to get between 37 months to 42 months. That was the plea I signed in the guidelines. But the judge can either go higher or lower. And in my case, instead of giving me the 37 to 42 months, he wound up giving me 27 months. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, in a way, I was happy for that. I felt like, you know what I mean, if I was somebody else, because I know a lot of dudes, you know, I'm never a name dropper, but a lot of people had these same type of cases and done no jail time. You understand what I'm saying? Guns at the airport.
You know, you know, when I had my tax case, Juelz, I swear to God, I ain't lying. You know, I've done terrible things in my life, but I was innocent. And this accountant fucked me. I paid him back. I paid the government back what I already gave him to give them, all type of shit. And they still gave me a little bit, 4 months, but the penalties was out of this world. But the crazy thing is, I know other artists and rappers and all that who got probation or house arrest, and I was just like, damn, I gave them money back. Like, you know, I did everything I had to do. The letters was incredible. Sometimes it's just your luck when you go in there and they want to send a certain kind of example.
Exactly. You know? Yeah.
So everybody thinks we all super rich because we rappers, we artists, whatever. We got jury, whatever. How do you feel when you know you had to go in there? I don't think physically you were scared at all. I'm talking about your family. Like your bills being paid, your kids being taken care of. What was that like?
I mean, I've been blessed. I've been more than blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on the Forbes list. I'm far from the Forbes list. You understand what I'm saying? But I've been blessed. You know what I mean? Despite, you know what I'm saying? And I've made a lot of bad decisions, but I've been in the game long enough to where I've learned from the bad decisions, and I've still been able to regroup and have myself in a good situation. You dig what I'm saying? To where
so that's one thing you ain't worried about. I only did 4 months and I was worried about my family.
I mean, I'm always worried about it because I'm worried about when it comes to money and what I'm not making and what I'm losing. But I wasn't in a situation to where
you had enough money to cover the bills for 27 months.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a beautiful thing.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't to, you know what I mean, to where it was like that. I was definitely good in that space, but I'm thinking more or less what I was losing, what I wasn't, and I wouldn't be able to make money. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just about, I'm just spending money. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending money and then I'm not making money.
Yeah,
you
that's the thing. That's the thing.
So I'm gonna be spending money for 27 months, not only paying bills, but taking care of my family. My wife was pregnant with our fifth child. You know what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying? That hurt me a lot because, you know, it was almost to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I want her to have this baby because I've never been away while any of my kids was born. I never missed any of my kids' birth. You understand what I'm saying? So that hurt me in a large sense. You dig what I'm saying? And
so you report to Virginia.
Yeah, they had me self-surrender. I got self-surrender.
So you self-surrender to Virginia.
Yeah.
You walk in the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I sat outside in the parking lot for about 6 hours, Joe. They kept coming. They like, you LeBron James, you need to turn, you ready to go in? I'm like, nah, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm fucking smoking Black and Miles. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, man, I gotta walk in this joint. You know what I mean? I got my whole family with me, my kids, my wife, my brother, a couple of good men. You know what I mean? My man Black at Dawn, like just, you know what I mean? Shit was, you know what I mean?
So you knew you had your people there supporting, but you walk in that gate, you realize you don't walk in with Dipset. You walk in Juelz Santana.
Yeah, you walk in there alone.
You in there by yourself.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it funky. I was on cloud 9. You know what I'm saying? I done drank, I done smoked, I wasn't turning myself in sober. They actually had to put me in you know, they call it the shoe. That's like the box or whatever. Cause I came in, I was twisted when I went in. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't send me straight to the compound because they saw I was so twisted. They had to send me to the compound for that day. I spent the night in there. And then the next day, they put me on what they call the compound with everybody, all the rest of the inmates and everything.
So you walk in through the gate.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, shit, it's Juelz.
When I get there, I'm not really seeing nobody. I'm going through. When I get on the unit and they put me on the compound, yeah, exactly.
So, and they flipping out like Juelz is in here, like they losing their mind.
Yeah, no, you know, because it's like it's men, so you know everybody is jail. So you know what I mean. You got a couple people that's the word was definitely everybody was waiting for Juelz to come. You know what I'm saying they was hyped, but you know it's just like one of them fans. You know how them fans you see that's like. You know they fuck with you, they got love for you, but they don't know how to approach you because they don't want you to think they.
Yeah, Juelz, when I walked into jail, 2,000 cock diesel dudes screamed louder than you ever heard a roar in an arena in your life off the metal. Or they was dancing, they was jumping, they could not.
Yeah, no,
it felt like a dragon with no fire. Like, I'm telling you, it's one thing to go to jail. It's another thing to be a rapper or a famous guy and walking through those gates. Because there's two things. I'm going to speak for me, and I'll let you say whatever you want. But the one thing they know is you got money.
Yeah.
So if you thinking like me, you know, if Joey Cartagena from Parks Projects would have seen Fat Joe the rapper walk through the gate, I would have pressed him immediately.
Yeah.
Like immediately, like, yo, son, we have to talk. Like, talk about this, whatever. You know, so I'm already anticipating the worst of the worst while I'm walking in there. It's 2,000 people screaming at the same time, dudes. And I'm sitting there like, I'm walking through. I had to say to myself, because I ain't never scared, but I have to say to myself, yo, Joe, don't fall. These dudes ain't realer than you. Don't fold because this man gets 2,000.
Yeah.
Don't fold, Joe. Like,
yeah.
I have to talk to myself. I never got to do that, Juelz. I have to talk to myself like, yo, fight 2,000 dudes if you got to in here.
You got to.
But you ain't going to fold.
Hey, that's one thing I said. That's what scared me the most about knowing I had to go to jail. And because, I mean, you know, Joe, we from the hood. Like, I'm a real dude. I ain't got no stains on my record out here, period. Just like you. But jail is something that, you know what I mean, it's not our comfort zone. It's not something that we've been doing. We ain't been in and out of jail. But I've always said to myself, if I go to jail, I was always scared that I might catch another charge in jail because now I gotta be a animal on top. You know what I mean? I gotta be a new
That's
animal.
the gimmick. Yo,
You
I had 4
saying?
months. They put me in a place with animals, with Colombian kingpins, Jamaican drug lords. They were dying for either somebody to stab me on the neck or Joe to catch another charge to be in there. But like they put me in a place where it was very active. So for 4 months, I was supposed to be in like Martha Stewart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they sent me where it was on and popping to hope I get into some shit. You know, so you thinking like, yo, I only got 27 months. If I got to get busy in here, that's the problem with everybody. Like, you could go. I know guys who went in there. Shout out to Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard. He got a show about everybody who come home from jail. It be guys on there. They got like 1 year and they catch a body in there. And next thing you know, they're in there for 25.
That's why I was, listen, this is what scared me about going, because I'm like, yo, if I can't go out like no sucker and no case, no, even though my main focus is to do my time and get home. That my mentality wasn't to go in there. I mean, I wasn't on no ignorant. I'm not an ignorant dude that's going in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm past those super young stages where I'm just wild and just out there doing shit, just trying to make a all that's unnecessary. So, but I know who I am and I know where I'm at and I know, you know what I mean? These are the vultures. You understand what I'm saying? These are the ones that's
you with the worst of the worst.
They try to suck your blood. But you know, I was blessed enough to go to a spot to where I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't prison is prison. A jail is jail. Prison is prison. It's men everywhere.
The whole thing about jail is people gotta understand that anybody's mother could have died. They could have just found out their wife cheated on them. They could have this. And they already got that time. They stressed out. They can stab you for no reason.
For no reason. Yeah. So I was around, but like I said, I wasn't at a super turned up jail, one of those joints where you gotta walk to the shower with your boots. And I mean, it was more of a go home spot. A lot of dudes there was trying to do their time and go home. But it was a lot of men there. You know what I mean? And the crazy thing was, you know, after being on the yard for a couple months, but it was a gossip yard. It was a lot of gossip and dudes just talking, you know what I'm saying this and that. But you know, I had dudes that fuck with me, so they wanted to be my bodyguard. I had dudes wanted to be my bodyguard, like you ain't you know what I'm saying, all that, like bodyguards, like yo, can't touch you out, this, you know what I'm saying. But then you had your dudes, man, we don't give a fuck about that shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, you know. So, and the feds, they got this thing called cars, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like, you know, your cars like almost like your gang, but then they got the New York car.
Using the New York car.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's in the jail where it's really a lot more politics.
Was there ever a moment where you might have got it popping?
Yeah, I got into a little situation in there. I got into a fight in there. I had to go to the hole and shit.
What was it over?
Oh man, I ain't gonna, you know, never.
Forget about that then.
No, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. Basically, it was a word going on in there. Which was a straight lie, to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? That a certain person that wasn't in jail put some money on me for somebody to knock me out. Another artist or something like that. I don't know. This was going on in there, which I found out was a lie. So it's not even about, and I'm not saying no names or whatever the case may be, but it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I guess somebody felt froggy and they felt like, oh man, I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get that if it is. You know what I'm saying? So I just came from doing a little workout shit I was on, sitting on the table. He come up, try to make a frivolous problem like, yo, man, I heard you said I'm a bitch ass nigga type shit. You know what I'm saying? He tries to swing, misses, ain't even hit my shirt. You know what I'm saying? And you know, couple of the good men, I really didn't even have to do nothing, even though I did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, you know, I mean, I got right a little bit, but at the end of the day, my boy was all on him to the point to where it was like, I'm trying to.
You gotta stop your man, like chill.
No, I'm trying to see where I could fit in so I could get something.
Well, you could get one. Was on him like be like part of the celebration.
Yeah. So you know that.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something. They sent this dude, Juelz, so big. I'm writing about it in my book. I'm writing a book about my life. They sent this dude. A dude was 6-something, cop, diesel, every vein you see in his body to step to me, right? Yeah. I had screamed on some dude. I had some Jordan slides in there, and that was like having a Cullen and a Wraith. Yeah. So I got the Jordan slides in there. Nobody got Jordan nothing. So everybody was talking old shit, crap, walking around in the Jordans like boom, somebody told on me. So they went and told me that this old man, I used to feed him, he was named Old School, so he would ask you, who's better, Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather? You got to tell him Muhammad Ali. He'll ask you, who's better, Michael Jackson or Chris Brown? And you would say, Michael Jackson. He just old school. So he come up and he tell me, yo, such and such told on you. So that dude there had 18 years or something, right? He was big enough to fight me. Like, I don't know if I would have won. So I stepped to him. So I called him a rat. He said, yo, man, I think should I take that disrespectful? I said, no, it's very disrespectful. I'm calling you a rat. And the whole jail just stood quiet where you could have heard a quarter. But I was on my tippy toes ready to ring this dude, right? Yeah. So he walks off. I don't know. I go to the visit. I go see my wife. We eat little hamburgers. So when I come up, I forgot all about it. Yeah. The biggest guy, I don't know where they found this guy. The guy's 6 foot something, cock diesel. So he said, yo, let me holler at you for a second, crack. I said, yo, what's up? He said, yo, I heard you scream on such and such. I said, wait a minute, maybe you guys don't know the guy's a rat. He's always with the cops. Like, I don't know. I'm like, he was like, no. Me and my guys don't like how you walking around here and we ready to go to the box. So now, I'm a little crazy at Juelz because if I get beat up, I want to get beat up by Supreme McGriff. You know, I want to get beat up by Boy George or Tookie from Rest in Peace. Like, what's my man from Chicago? I want
Larry
Bobby
Hoover.
Johnson. I want
Larry Hoover.
I want
Larry Hoover.
I want Larry Hoover to beat up Fat Joe. Like I want yo, Larry Hoover beat him up. Supreme McGriff. Like, not this guy just because he's kind of decent. So I get irate. I look at him, I said, you stepping to me? He was like, yeah. I said, who authorized you? Like, you need 99 more. No, that is how it works. At least say you step to Fat Joe with 100 guys. Don't step to me just you because you think you cocky. Are you crazy? Yo, I lost it. I blacked out to the point of where this dude started looking like a midget. He realized, oh, this guy's crazy.
He's crazy.
Like, he know, like, yo, Crack is not fronting. He's ready to go. Like,
ready to go.
And so he wasn't ready to go.
He was bluffing?
So, man, he got out. I went back, got my sneakers so fast. I found him, and I started doing jumping jacks in front of him like, please, I dare you. Please, I want you to jump. Like, oh, man, I was violating this dude. But the point is that, and that happened where I wasn't even expecting it. I thought it was sweet. I'm walking around like, and homeboy stepped to me. But my thing is, it can happen at any time. And I'll tell you one was the craziest thing. That last night when you know you're leaving the next day.
Yeah.
That last night, right? That last night I'm sitting there and we eating. I'm not lying to you, Juelz. We eating linguine with clam sauce. You know, we made a cake like this.
Yeah.
You know, my man, the guy who was in the cell with me, he was a chef.
Yeah.
Italian
They
Chef
cook it
June.
up in there though. They cook it up.
He was doing it. He made a cake. We had everything. So we chilling. So they like, yo, how these dudes even eating this type of shit right now? And how they, so I think they figured out, yo, he going home.
Yeah.
He going home. So I never forget. I ain't gonna lie to you. When that door closed, when they lock you down, like at 9:30 at night, I was like, whoo. Like, because you know, you gotta understand, even Remy, with Remy, like just before she came home, they tried to turn up on her to make her catch another charge. Right. So I think people specialize in that.
It's crazy because some dudes, just like dudes I was close with, he was like, yo, man, when you do get your date, don't tell nobody. Because the same dude that really got on the one dude who came at me for the fight, my man Jones, shout out to my man Jones from Maryland. You know what I'm saying? He was like, don't really tell nobody your date. He said, even though, you know what I mean, niggas ain't really on it like that, you never know. Just niggas be hating. Niggas will try to jack your time up, you know what I'm saying? And make you get into some shit to where you can't go home just because niggas be miserable. So I definitely hear what you're saying. And I ain't even know Rim went through that, but that's crazy.
Yeah, what was crazy was the next morning. So it was this one dude, I seen him punch a couple of dudes in the face, like, you know, in a basketball or whatever, but that's nothing to me, right? So, but me and him, we never had words, but I could tell he ain't believe what it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I was floating through there, like floating.
Yeah.
Like bad, like floating, like it was too much how I was walking through, like, they was looking like, oh, God. So he was one of the guys, the non-believers. They were like, oh. So me and him never had no words or nothing like that. But that morning when I was leaving, he walks over. He's like, yo, Crack, yo, I ain't know, man, but you a stand-up dude, man. You held your shit down the right way. Nothing but love. Good luck. I'm like, all right, my brother. I didn't really need the pep talk, but, you know, even the hater of all haters came through, was like, nah, my brother, like, you know, you did your thing right or whatever the case may be. But, you know, that's how I be in there. Some people be miserable in there.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. It's fucked up. But, you know what I mean? Like, in fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? It's jail. You know what I mean? Niggas doing a lot of time. Now, I don't understand it but everybody got a different personality, and I don't understand it, but I can almost sense and see why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain people are like, then you got dudes that just haters. But that's everywhere you go. That's in and out jail, and jail just makes it even, because now you're around dudes that you would not be around on the street. You have to be around them. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes jail crazier than anything. A lot of people don't know, because now you're forced to be around dudes that you can just keep away from on the street. You don't even they won't even be in your circumference for you to allow them to get you out of character or get close enough to you to where it can even be an issue. You understand what I'm saying? So, but speaking about that last day, let me tell you, I was supposed to come home July 28th. I won the 28th. So due to the COVID-19 thing, right? They put us in a quarantine unit 30 days before you go home. Even though the whole jail was supposed to be on quarantine, but they put us on a special quarantine unit 30 days before you go home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down there. I'm supposed to go home the 28th. But the 15 days before you come home, they testing everybody for the COVID. You understand? Because they can't let you go until you get tested. So Virginia's cases were rising at the time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was supposed to leave that Tuesday. That Monday, these motherfuckers come to me. I don't know if you noticed, I was putting like my wife was putting like a countdown. She put 10. I ain't tell her to put nothing, but she put 10. That meant 10 days. Then the 5, she meant 5 days. So a couple people called on. They knew, they like, oh, Juelz coming home in 5 days. So I was supposed to come home on a Tuesday. That Monday, these motherfuckers come back to me like, yo, you know, your test results ain't come back yet, so we got to push your shit back a week. I'm like, no. I'm like, nah, you can't do that. Nah. They like, yo, we can't let you go. They already pushed the date back. You know what I'm saying? My counselor came and told me, man. Shout out to my counselor Medley, man. He came and told me, like, yo, they pushed the date back, man. I can't do nothing about it. So that was my true night before. That's how my night before was. I'm thinking I'm going home. You know what I mean? And they come to me and say, nah, you got another week. Even though it's like, it's just another week. But that extra week.
That was a mind fuck.
That extra week felt like the whole time I was there. That shit, that's how long that extra week felt. That shit felt like the whole 27 months. You know what I mean?
That week was crazy. Yeah, so you come home, right? You with the family, thank God. We see the pictures.
Yeah.
Kissing your wife.
Yeah.
Everything.
No hair. I ain't have a haircut for 5 months because we couldn't get no cuts or nothing. I was wolf man.
You was wolfing, but you know, we understand that it was quarantine. Now, are you getting to the music? Have you touched the studio yet?
Of course. Hey. You see where we at?
You got the studio right in the house.
Right in the crib. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Shout out to Jim Jones. He got the quarantine studio.
Yeah, I'm on Quarantine Studios too.
You on quarantine?
I gotta post my flyer for Quarantine Studios, man. I'm actively a Quarantine Studio member for those
I'm on Quarantine Studios too.
Yeah, hey, yo, Jim. Hey, I've always admired Jim's just hustle. I mean, he has such a ambition and a hustle for it. It's like if it's nothing else, you have to admire that about Jim. He's always going to think of a way to try to create something. He just got that like if it was no more rap, like I said, Jim going to sell battery. He's going to do whatever it takes. He's going to get it though. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to get to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Me too.
He's going. I mean, all of us for sure. But Jim, see, you know what it was? Even people, you know, I came into the artist. Jim wasn't, he found himself and realized, you know what I'm saying? And just learned this shit just being around. That's what I'm saying about Jim. He's gonna be around the situation and finds his way. Even if that wasn't the true situation that at the time was meant for him. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said,
he's a hustler, man. And he gonna get to the bag.
But
what about
Jim is dead nice now? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's nice now.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, it's like he's gonna find that way. Like we all gonna get it. You understand? But I'm saying it's just the way Jim goes about it. He just has that. You know what I'm saying? He just got that.
What's up with Cam? Have you heard from Cam since you've been home?
Yeah, I spoke to Cam.
And when you was in jail, they wrote you letters and shit?
I'm gonna let the whole Cam thing be for that's the one thing I'm not going, you know what I mean?
Oh, you don't want to talk on that? Yeah. All right. Nah, it's all good.
Yeah. It ain't, you know what I mean? But yeah.
No. So we good. I just, you know, I'm thinking about the fans and they was asking that, but that's good. We kept it family. So you in the studio.
Hey, one thing about it, this is like you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, for me, Cam and Jim, we real brothers in a big sense. So no matter wherever people think it is or try to push it to be, you understand what I'm saying? It's always going to be ups and downs in any type of relationship or anything. But like I said, I don't even want to talk about it. I want to leave it because I like the fact that people feel like they know it all, but they don't really know it all. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to just leave it like that. People love
you. People love Dipset. I love unity. I love love. And so when I see you, I remember you, young kid down with Dipset. You know, Jim Cam, we always was family. And I'm about unity. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I don't care what a hater or anything say.
Yeah.
Sure. You know, the reason why I love the Lock so much is they kept together through everything, and they hold each other down. And so, you know, that's a major key, all right? You know how DJ Khaled say, That's a major key. That
That's
loyalty, that unity.
Yeah.
People love that shit.
That's a big
People love
fact.
that shit.
That's a big
And
fact.
so you, when could we be expecting some type of new music from Juelz?
Real soon. The reason I haven't put at least a record out yet was because I was having some engineer situations, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to get everything together, you know what I'm saying, with my engineer.
And when you put on the first beat in your headphones, you was rhyming off beat or you was rhyming on beat?
Everything I wrote like 4 notebooks, but I wrote them to no beats. But you know, we've been.
No, I'm just saying, when you came home, you in the studio, you put on the headphones. When you spit a verse on the beat, was you on the beat or off?
For the most part, I was. Certain words I knew I would have to take out because I know how it is writing without a beat.
Yeah, but when I came home,
yeah,
I was off beat. Like, I couldn't catch it. I was scared. Because I had been rapping for 15, 20 years. And I was trying to rap. I couldn't catch the beat. I was like, oh my God. Like, I can't rap no more. Like, this is scary.
Nah, I know what you're saying, though, Joe. I know exactly what you're saying. But when I already had that in my mind, I was kind of prepared for that a little bit. So I knew it would be certain words that I would have to take out because I'm like, I think I overdid this line. I'm not sure if it's going to flow on on a 4-bar pattern, like how beats are made. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, I was on beat, but certain parts of the rhyme would go off. But I already knew that, I got to take this word out because I already know I overdid it. I was getting too wordy. You know what I'm saying? So,
listen, what I want to do, one thing I'm very upset about Juelz Santana and his career is I don't feel like you gave us enough music.
Hey,
I always wanted you to work even more. I wanted more music because I'm gonna keep it real. Juelz Santana, my favorite rapper out of Dipset. That's just the truth.
I appreciate that.
And Jimmy know he my brother. Cam know he my brother. But Juelz, that's my guy in Dipset. No, I'm just keeping it real. The shit with you and Lil Wayne, the shit, all that shit, everything you ever did was incredible to me, right? But I want, as a greedy fan, I want more Juelz Santana.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not the type to blame. So at the end of the day, only person that's ever held me back was me. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things. I sit back and regret and say, you know what, I should have did it this way. Jim said it best on the Love and Hip Hop show. He said, Juelz is a music holder. A lot of people think I wasn't working, but I'm always working. I fucking hold on to the music and then I don't let it go. Then it gets old and then I don't want to let it go because I feel like it's outdated or something.
Please let it go for the fans. The new music, if it sound right, let it go, Juelz. I know what you're saying. I know guys like that. My man Armageddon was like that. Yo, bro, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Like, when you get the music, if it sound dope, you get your best friends. Your brother, Black, Jimmy, and it's good. I let it go. Don't second that. You done nice. It's never gonna be whack. It's never gonna be whack.
I definitely found myself to the point to where I put a lot of too much thought into stuff, and then you know what I mean. I always, you know what I mean. When I was younger, see now when I was younger, you know how it is. You want to look for somebody to blame for something, the label or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But in a lot of ways, it was me just I was ready, but I'm like, am I fully ready? And I don't know how I even had that thought in my mind because I was on fucking fire. So it's like, nigga, just go. What the fuck are you doing? And I realized that now. You understand what I'm saying? But
if you want to hear any jewel from Joe Crack, and I only want your best interest. I've always wanted that since the day I met you. Let that shit go.
Nah, let it fly.
Let that shit fly.
New music definitely coming real soon. Like, so they could definitely look forward to that. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna give it all I got and try to make this a super special run. Try to make up for whatever I can make up.
Yo, let me tell you something, Juelz. You're still young. You look beautiful as fuck. Your fans love you. You gotta let that shit go. We gonna support 1,000,000%. Love you, Juelz. Thank you for coming
Same
on the
thing.
Big
Hey,
Big
one
Show.
thing I gotta say though, Joe, I want to give a big shout out to my wife, man. My wife helped me. She was like my true support system and my backbone the whole time. She drove up there to see me every other week. You know what I'm saying? If not every week with the baby and the kids, 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? She's just
And
helped
the
make
corrections
me
department,
better
the
in so
officers
many
make it
ways.
hard for somebody to visit, man. They act like your visitor's the inmate.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Like,
that too. But she put out a project while I was going, the Free Santana project of some songs I had. You know what I'm saying? She just made me like, I'm just happy to call her my wife, baby. If you are watching, if you're not watching, it doesn't matter. You know, I love you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Of course, my brother Twin always, my homie Black Dawn, everybody that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wayne. What's understood don't need to be said. Shout out to my brother Wayne. That's all I gotta say. That's my brother for life. He's always been, no matter what it was, it's say no more.
Wayne live across the street. I stalk him every day.
Yeah, that's my shout out to Cash, my brother Cash. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to but I don't want to start saying names, but then you miss names. You know what I'm saying? And people thinking, no. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Love is love. If you was there.
Let me ask you one thing, Juelz. Was there any fan that just kept writing you letters every month or something?
Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say. Shout out to the fans. The letters was crazy. Shout out to all the fans that took the time out to write Juelz Santana during my time of incarceration. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I read every letter. I didn't write nobody back, and don't take it to offense, but I did get all your letters. And I appreciate it, man. And you know, I'm out now. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I'm just ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready.
Yo, God bless you, Juelz.
I appreciate that.
I'll see you soon, my brother. Thank you for coming on here. I know everybody wanted you to go everywhere else, but you kept this sucker free and you came to the Big Big Show.
Come on, my boy. Like I said, man, you always show me true love, genuine love. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even get to talk about the BMF story and when we was in Miami and when it was crazy. We'll save that for another time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
I think, you know, what you said, what's not said is not supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, but in that sense, you know how you just always been there. You always roll, whether, you know what I'm saying, and fuck with niggas and me especially. And I appreciate you, Joe. You know what I'm saying? So if I can return any type of favors, you know what I'm saying? It's all love.
All right, stay up, Juelz.
Hey, signing out, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
Juelz Santana. And you don't know who I know. You don't know who I know. This the big show every weekday at 8 p.m. It is the livest, the biggest show in the game. Ari Melba of MSNBC on the check-in. Tomorrow night, I will have the biggest guest I've ever had on this show. Tomorrow night. Last night, Dr. Fauci. Juelz Santana speaks for the very first time on the big show. We different. We different around here. DJ Camilo, what's up, my brother? Dominican. DJ Camilo in the building. We are different. Tomorrow night, shout out to Rock, Revolt, every Tuesday at 10 p.m. The big show. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. You do not want to miss it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And I don't bluff. 6.5 months straight, every night I bring you the biggest in the game. I'm not bluffing. Tomorrow night, bring your popcorn. Bring your popcorn. Shout out to my man, the Cuban Hunter. Cuban Hunter, rich players, Dallas Cowboys won 1 game. And he's bragging, I got to see a Cuban Hunter video on him. Michael Mad. Listen, guys. Perfect just in time for you to watch the LeBron game. Love you. Put the mask on. Stay safe. 200,000 people have died, mostly brown and black. Shout out to my boy Rich the Barber, El Barbero. Do yourself the biggest favor. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. sharp. I might retire after tomorrow's interview. I might give this thing up. You don't know who I know. Peace, y'all. Put God first. Butter. Put God first. Keep the faith. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Peace, y'all. Fat Joe Show.